everyone, it's Maggie and I am here with the largest book haul I have done so far on this channel. I have 15, I believe, books to show you, and there are missing books on my shelf because I had to reorganize because of the amount of books I got. Anyway, let's get right on into it because this is going to be a really long video. So, not all of these books are in fact given to me from Christmas, but I did purchase them or receive them around Christmas time. The first book I have is Sapphire Blue by Kirsten Gier, and this is the second book in a time-traveling series called the Red Ruby Trilogy, and I'll be talking about that trilogy more in my wrap-up video, which will be up next week. This was the book that I wanted to receive the most for Christmas. In this world, there are 3 sisters that are born every generation, and they have to battle it out to be able to get one crown. And these 3 sisters are backed by different political parties in their kingdom, and the 3 sisters have magical powers, and that's how they battle. The second book I received from my sister is Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas, and this is the 4th book in the Throne of Glass series. And I actually haven't finished the 3rd book, actually haven't started the 3rd book, but I just really wanted to have the next one in my possession because I love this series so much. So there's a Christmas tradition in my family that the day after Christmas, we all go to Barnes & Noble and we all pick out some books that we are interested in, and we receive gift cards for Barnes & Noble from our family so that we can all go and all enjoy picking up some books to read. So the first book that I picked up at Barnes & Noble is Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes, and this is a fantasy series, and from what I understand, quite a long fantasy series. At least it's like more than a trilogy. And I've heard great things about this and how addicting the series is, and I just decided to pick up the first novel just to check it out because why not? The next book I got at Barnes & Noble is Walk on Earth a Stranger by Rae Carson. So this book follows a girl who has a special power, and her special power is sensing gold just anywhere in the ground. If there's like a little bit of gold dust on someone's hand, she can sense it. This is book 1 of a series also, and like I said, I just wanted to pick it up because I heard that this was a very good novel and the cover is gorgeous, so I just thought that I needed it. So the last book that I picked up at Barnes & Noble is Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers. And this book follows a girl who runs away from an arranged marriage to a convent where she seeks sanctuary. And this convent actually isn't like a Catholic convent or anything like that. It follows a religion that is very old, very ancient, and serves death. And death has given Ismay special powers, which makes her very good at being an assassin, and she goes undercover to kill someone. Again, this was another series that I heard that I should start, and I was going to just pick all of these up at the library, but since I had a gift card, might as well just get it at Barnes & Noble. So those books were all that I thought I was going to get around Christmas, and like I said, I had sworn off getting too many books because I have so many that I still want to read. But then my sister and I decided to go to this library sale bookstore place, and today, out of all days, literally only this day, it was buy one get one free on young adult books. So I got 10, and let's get into it. So the first book that I picked up at this amazing store is Dark Triumph by Robin Lefevers. And this is the second book in his Fair Assassin trilogy. I believe it's a trilogy. The second book I picked up is Conspiracy of Blood and Smoke by Anne Blankman, and this is the second book in the Prisoner of Night and Fog series. I believe it's a duology, but I might be wrong. This actually follows, not this one, this is the second one, but the first book follows this girl who is the niece of Adolf Hitler. She doesn't really know anything that he is doing, and then this Jewish reporter tells her what he's been doing. I love historical fiction. I think historical fiction and fantasy are my 2 favorite genres, and again, hardcover, buy one get one free, couldn't resist. The next book is Ruined by Amy Tintera, and I read this book actually, I believe, in June when I had time to read, and I absolutely love this book. I got it at the library though, and normally when I read a book from the library, I'm not really that tempted to buy it because I rarely reread books, or when I do, it's just, yeah, it doesn't happen often. And I actually fell in love with this book. This is about two warring kingdoms kind of uniting because of this amazing badass girl. And I would highly recommend reading it. It's really good. The next book is called Inland by Kat Rosenfield, and I actually wasn't going to pick this up, but I needed another book. Well, I didn't need another book, but I got a book free. I had picked out 9, and I was like, well, I might as well get this one, and let's just see how it works out. So this book follows a girl who is strangely attracted to water because her mother drowned, and ever since then, she's been living in the Midwest, well away from any huge body of water, but she has moved back to the coast, and now she has this urge to return home. At least that's what it said on the inside flap. I won't pick this one up really soon because I have a really long TBR list, but I am still intrigued by the synopsis of this novel, and let's get on with another book. This book I picked up, actually, the book flap ripped, and it wasn't pretty, so I had to throw it away. But this book is A Dark Days Club by Allison Goodman, and luckily it has a really pretty spine, so I am proud to display this beautiful royal blue on my bookshelf. It also has really pretty insides. I appreciate that. It was released this year, and it is really pretty, and it's historical fiction based in the early 1800s, and I just decided to pick it up. The next book I have is Written in the Stars by Aisha Saeed. This book follows a girl, I'm pretty sure this is a modern story. This book follows a girl who has very strict parents when it comes to having an arranged marriage. It is part of their culture, and they want her to continue that cultural ideal. And she has other freedoms in her life. She can pick whatever college she wants to go to, anything that she's like interested in, she's free to look at. But she breaks her parents' rule with arranged marriage because she falls in love with someone else, and then she has to deal with that happening in her life. This is a really pretty cover. I had heard about this release. Honestly, this wasn't an impulse pickup, but I will read this because I want more diversity in what I read. This book is Secret by Lindsay Smith. At least I think it's secret. It would be secret. This book follows a girl who has the ability to read minds, and she lives in communist Russia, and the KGB want people that have her skill, and she is trying to live her life still, but the KGB is slowly coming after her. The next book I have is the only paperback that I picked up. It's called Signs Point to Yes by Sandy Hall, and this is a contemporary romance novel. Unfortunately, because it's paperback, I can't take off the library stickers, but it's okay. Sometimes I just need a really quick little contemporary to just kind of cut through all of the fantasy and historical fiction that I normally read, so I just wanted to pick that up. And last book I picked up I actually haven't heard of at all until I saw it on the shelves and kind of fell in love with it, and it is Love by the Morning Star by Laura L. Sullivan. This book follows two girls. One is half Jewish, half English, who lives in Germany in 1938, and she gets out of there. She runs away to this English estate where I'm pretty sure this other girl works. This is Hannah and Anna. Very similar names. Anna is just a maid there, but also she is spying for her father's friends because her father is a Nazi sympathizer. So I think this book is super interesting, and also it's really short, and I'll probably be getting to it soon because it is really pretty and I'm drawn to pretty books. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching my gigantic book haul. I am so excited to read all of these books. Oh my gosh! If you like my videos, I come out with a video every single Friday, so click that subscribe button. Also, like this video if you liked it, and go out and read a book. Also, do a nice thing for another person, because that is a very small thing that you can do to make the world better instantly. I'm just saying.